municipal elections going on in plenty of towns here in Connecticut today, or coming up on Tuesday anyways. And, of course, that means campaigning is continuing right now at this point as people get ready for the big runoffs. And there's going to be some mayoral races up there. I say that right.
Mayoral.
Mayoral. That's what I said.
You said mayoral. You missed a couple of letters.
Well, anyways, that's what I said. And and one such place that'll be taking place is New Britain, where obviously they've had their share of challenges and problems, which, of course, is the way that you would expect it to be if somebody's raiding the petty cash, if you will.
Right.
That's right.
Anyways, our friend Erin Stewart is somebody we've chatted with before. She's done some time on the Board of Education over there, and has been. They've come through with some very cool ideas, and they've come together with people on both sides of the aisle, which is always refreshing when you hear something like that. The "Don't Talk Smack, Don't Show Crack" campaign was really what got our attention over there, and her and the members took that up along with the superintendent out there and whatnot, and they're seeing success. And again, they're forcing people to make grown-up decisions for their children and other people in the community and get things done. And again, it seems to be working out now. And we thought about it right when we chatted with her. I liked her energy from moment one, of course. She's running for mayor over there and coming up on a very busy campaign. How you doing this morning there, Erin?
Good morning. How are you? Thanks for having me on again.
I'm good. You getting any sleep over the last few days, or are you working every minute?
I don't think I've slept in the last month, but we're okay. We're still working every day.
Erin Stewart is running for mayor of New Britain. Coming up on Thursday is our big election, right? Next week, right? When are
Tuesday, November 5th.
Right. Thursday's Halloween. Tuesday, you'll be wearing a different costume, right?
Yes, I'll be being dressed as the future mayor.
Well, I tell you what, I mean, it's nice to chat with you again. I was impressed with your knowledge of issues when we were talking back about different things that you're dealing with New Britain's education system, and I like your attitude. And I think that people are looking for people that are common sense thinkers that can get some things done.
Thank you. Yeah, Government 101. Listen to people, have common sense principles that you abide by, and you're going to be successful in your endeavors. Surround yourself with people who are trained and educated in the areas of expertise, and really bring an open mind to the table. And I'm hoping that's what I can bring to the city of New Britain, is a lot of positivity, a lot of new and innovative ideas to help get our city back to where we will be successful.
Erin, it strikes me as, I mean, you're hitting the nail on the head. And I always say is that people would prefer, when somebody gets up with an election, there's always somebody that'll be like, well, I have so much experience with this, and I spent 20 years doing this and 10 years of doing that. And the first question that you got to ask in the audience is, yeah, well, if all that stuff was so great, we'd just be a dictatorship at this point. We wouldn't be having elections anymore. The fact is that people are tired of the non-compromising nature, the nepotism that goes on in local politics, the local taxes that increase, the improvements that you don't see, the little things around you every day that you go, wow, that shouldn't take too much effort. But boy, it would make a big difference for people in this community, and they just never seem to happen.
Absolutely, because half the time it's an ego competition with the politicians. Who can take more credit for what?
Right.
I don't care about all that. I care about making our city a better place to live, work, and raise a family, and that's a collaborative effort. That's going to take more than just me at the head, but me as hopefully the chief delegator in charge of the city of New Britain. I can find great people to get those things done because it's not just me, it's us. And that's a mentality that not very many politicians have, which I know I'll bring to the table.
Erin, I agree completely. Again, when we talk about, making those decisions, I think that's exactly what it takes is when you're a smart person that's in charge, you're going to take the advice of experts who have been there, who know what they're doing, but then you're going to step back and you're going to make your own decision with the best information that there is at hand.
Absolutely, and that's what a good leader should do, and that's not what we have right now in New Britain City Hall. And I'll say it again, when we chose to endorse our candidates this year for running for city council and tax collector in various offices, I didn't choose to endorse all people of the same party. we mixed it up. So we've got Republicans, Democrats, Independents, even a Libertarian running on my ticket with me, because I think that that's the best way to bring democracy back. So when people get in that booth, they vote row A all the way across. They're not getting a full Republican slate. They're getting a mixture of all parties, of good people who are rooted in our community, who have the best interests for us at heart.
Erin Stewart, she's running for mayor of New Britain. I think Tuesday is going to be a good day for you. I certainly hope that it is, Erin.
I hope so. Thank you so much. We got a few days to save New Britain.
Get out there and don't vote on Halloween, because that's not going to work out. Costume contest, maybe, but Erin's name, save that for Tuesday. She's got great energy, that one, and she's smart, and practical, and you don't hear often about somebody running a mixed ticket. I can't recall the last time I hear that with people across the board. I was looking yesterday over mailers that I got here in Middletown and taking a look at different people running, and there are some good people in the elections. There's also a whole lot that I have no idea who they are, what their experience level is, what they've done, and that's a bad way to have people get elected.
Right.
Right. Just show up, and again, you're voting a party line or a ticket line or whatever. You got to ask questions that make sense. I've said it before. People think of kind of these elections. They're not the sexy ones. You know what I mean? They're not the big ones. Besides the mayor races, there's not a ton of name recognition. And again, you don't know what the background is on people and what their thoughts are. But the truth is that these elections are often the ones that cost you more money than you could have ever imagined. Often, these are the people that have control over your water mill rate, over your, your planning and zoning and that type of thing, and the budget. I mean, in most towns, the Common Council can overrule the mayor if they've got the vote.
No doubt about it.
Right. So, you should be paying attention to these elections. You should know who's running on there. I'll tell you something. I feel a little bit like a free agent. I feel like a free agent. Somebody's going to draft me someday.
Right.
Somebody's going to draft me someday. Somebody's going to draft me someday.